All right, guys. So, recap from last week. At long last, our adventurers have made their way to Cragmaw Castle. After besting the green dragon Venomfang and driving the remaining forces of evil from the ruins of Thundertree Village, the aged druid Redoth remained true to his word and personally escorted the group safely through the woodlands of Neverwinter to the front steps of Cragmaw Castle. Our adventurers have no way to know whether or not Gundren Rockseeker is actually inside, or if he is, whether or not he's still alive, but all evidence suggests the dwarf will be found within the crumbling walls of the goblin stronghold. If our adventurers can simply manage to make their way to him, that is. As our party approaches the gates of the castle under cover of darkness, the night is clear and relatively silent. Few sounds other than those of the forest night can be heard from the party's current position, yet a murmur of something akin to voices does seem to emanate from deep within the thick stone walls. No light, save for the moon above, pierces the darkness. Nice one, Deke. While small of stature and comparatively stupid, goblins can pose a real threat when gathered in large enough numbers. Our adventurers have no idea how many goblins await them inside, or what other beings may have been called into the service of the Black Spider to assist them. Stealth and cunning will be of great use to the group, but a time may come for brute strength and endurance as well. All right, here we are, guys. Cragmaw Castle. So I'm going to let you guys talk amongst yourselves just before we get started and just plan, if you will. What do you guys want to do?
I'm going to cast Spirit of the Wind, which gives me 200 or 160 movement and runs straight into the castle.
Whoa. Let's talk about this, Shrimp.
Leroy Jenkins!
What's going to be funny is when you do that, the rest of the group just goes, nope, and walks away. Oh, Chris, we lost your audio, Chris.
I don't know if we really lost it, but no.
Sorry,
really...
I was on mute.
There you go. All right, let's get initiative.
Well, front door seems almost too obvious. Should we look for a back door, or?
Yeah, I think we've had success as a group.
Now, refresh my memory. What exactly are we doing here again?
Okay, so for a recap, when this whole adventure kicked off, the original adventurers, they were in Neverwinter. They were at a bar, and a red-haired dwarf and a tall, middle-aged human with black hair and sort of a black handlebar mustache came in. The dwarf was in plain clothes. The human was wearing some chainmail. He had a long sword at his side, shield, and basically everyone was in the bar, and the dwarf walked up because the innkeep was serving drinks to Olan and Oscar. And so he came up and struck up a conversation with the two dwarves in the party, asking if they would be interested in earning some coin by escorting some goods for him from Neverwinter down to Phandelver. So the rest of the group sort of overheard this conversation, interjected themselves. They were interested in making some coin as well. Gundren hired them, left the next right away. The group left sometime later. And then when they got close to Phandelver on the Tribord Trail, they ran into Sildar, that was the human, and Gundren's horses were dead in the road. And we've never been able to find him. So the Rockseeker brothers, there's three of them. Gundren, the other two we'll get to in a minute. But basically they have found a map to the Wave Echo Cave, which was the cave that was full of riches and wealth and had a magic forge in it like a few hundred years ago. But they're the only people that know where this is, supposedly. And so when Gundren disappeared, everyone, basically they were worried about this cave falling into, unsavory hands. So that's why we're ultimately here, is we found out through harassing goblins and basically through harassing goblins that this is where he's likely being held. All right.
Just a rescue mission.
Yeah, basically.
Hey, Jake,
yeah.
Did you leave my character at Thundertree?
I didn't, but hold on.
It's right there.
Well, my screen's stuck on Thundertree. I might need to log and come back.
Here, let me refresh this. Hold on. It may be because I did it too quickly. So let's go Thunder Tree. Okay, everyone, when you see Thunder Tree, thumbs up. All right. Okay, Tim. All right. So now I'll move you guys back.
Okay, now I'm good. Yep.
Okay. All right. Okay, so plan.
I could take the lower half. Well, actually, I'm pretty slow. I wonder, do we have somebody that's really fast and wants to kind of run around and scout out the sides of the building?
I can do it pretty quick.
That's what I think we should do.
Shrump and Nightbreeze are probably going to be your best bet for quick scouting.
Yeah.
Nightbreeze, you want to take north? I'll go south.
Sounds good.
All right, I'm rolling a stealth check, Jay.
Everyone's healed up, right?
Yeah, you should all be at full. If you're not, fix it. You should all be at full health. You should have all your spells refreshed. Sweet. All right.
And I'm gonna just use dash, Jay, while stealthing. Do my
Can
ninja.
can you dash while you're stealth?
I just won't have an action.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. Okay, go for it, man.
Can you guys hear my drinking?
No.
Okay. I'm never sure which microphone is being used, and if it's the one on my mic, it's like pretty disgusting.
All right, that's the end of your move, right, Deke?
Yeah, 80 feet.
Okay. All right. So, guys, I'm just going to skip between Nightbreeze. We'll just do alternate Nightbreeze and Shrump for now.
Oh. So Trump has to tell us what's up there, huh?
Yeah.
Down there. I took south.
Oh, you went south, yeah.
Yeah. Nightbreeze
And
take north.
he can't just tell, like, if he gets far enough away, he'll have to yell.
Which I think
that
is a
might
totally
alert
brilliant
people.
idea.
All right. Nightbreeze, that was the end of yours, right?
Yep.
All right. Trump, stealth check it again.
Frizz wants me to say something inappropriate for her. So I'm going to
Of course she
say
does.
penis, 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 vagina, vagina, vagina. That
Perfect.
was for Frizz.
All right, Deakus, you're up.
Penises and vaginas. That's where we all pee from.
Nightbreeze, do you have your wolf with you?
He does.
He didn't come with me here.
I think my
Deke.
wolf ran away.
I'm going to leave him with you guys to just provide a little guard. I'm going to go silently without him.
So, Deke, on the south side of the old castle, there's an overgrown path leading to a passage that climbs up into the wall. A large iron door stands here, sheltered from direct outside attack. Arrow slits 10 feet above the ground overlook the path where you stand.
Is that where I'm at?
Yep.
What's this area right here?
That is crumbling rubble that has fallen from the second story of the castle down around. Basically, that wall is not stable and it's coming down.
Does it look climbable?
No. You could get up it a little bit, but you're not gonna be able to go up and over it.
What's this? Is that what you just told me?
Yeah, that is a large iron door stands here, sheltered from direct outside attack.
Okay, I'm going to inspect the door.
Inspect it. Okay.
Does it look like rusted, or does it look like it's able to be picked?
So let's see. So when you come up and why don't you just give me a little details about what you're doing to inspect? Are you just looking at it? What are you going to try to do?
Well, hold on. I can't inspect. Okay, that's my maximum movement when still doing an action.
Okay. You can look from here.
Right. So
Okay.
I'm going to just do a perception check.
Okay.
And see if I notice anything about it.
Okay. Okay. So you see a large. The door is completely made of iron, and it does have a keyhole. You can tell that much.
Rusted? Like does it look like it's going to make a lot of noise if I open it?
It's very old looking. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. So Nightbreeze.
Is this something similar here? Is this crumbled wall
Yep.
from the
Also, yep.
second floor?
Yep.
Also not climbable?
Yep.
Here.
So,
Oh, and you did. Did you do another stealth? Oh yeah, you did do another stealth check.
so are these walls here, or is this a ledge?
That's a wall.
Okay.
Yep.
And so this is a gate right here, straight.
Yep.
ahead of
Oh,
it, or-
yeah, I should have read that to you guys. Sorry. The castle entrance. The castle consists of 7 crumbling towers of varying sizes, and heights. The upper stories, however, are all in a varying states of collapse. A short flight of steps leads up to a terrace in front of the main entryway. Past the wreckage of a pair of sundered doors lies a shadowy hall. Round towers loom over the entranceway with dark arrow slits looking down on the terrace. You guys cannot see any light coming from within the arrow slits.
Copper, quit.
Do I see arrow slits on the sides over here as well?
Yeah, so you can see an arrow
Is that
slit
what this is?
right there and right there. Yep.
Yeah, okay.
So
But
I've got
everything is quiet.
so I've got my shape change ability right now.
Mhm.
If we want somebody to scout in the middle too, I could shapeshift into like even like a squirrel or something, or even actually a bird would probably work fine too.
Bat would be best, wouldn't it? Because it's nighttime.
A bat, yeah, actually a bat would work. I could scout ahead through this main entrance if you guys want.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, hold on, Chris. I'm gonna do something creative here.
for it.
Once I find it.
Isn't bat movements like super fast too?
Yeah, if someone will look up at the bat, a standard bat out of the monster manual, that'd be super helpful for me.
Actually, I think it's in the player's handbook.
Okay, if you would look that up, I'm going to set Chris up with a nice little bat symbol
Bat,
here.
page 304. I win.
So what's the movement?
30 feet flying.
Okay.
Wow.
5 feet if it crawls.
Okay.
That makes sense. You ever seen a bat try to crawl somewhere?
I know, right? Have you ever smelled about at Bat Cave? It
No.
smells like Ben Affleck.
It has blind sight of 60 feet. What does that mean?
It means it's got blind sight, just like we do. No, we have dark vision.
Well,
blind
that's
sight,
like dark
blind
vision,
sight
yeah.
means it has. It's just like Daredevil.
Yep. It can see perfectly 60 feet, regardless of light or dark. All right. So, Chris, I'm going to try to give you control of this so you can move it. Where are you at? Okay.
It's funny, I can't see you guys anymore on the map.
Yeah,
It's
me neither.
all black.
So, Chris, can you that bat? Can you see the bat that I put on the map?
Um,
Or no, Jake, you're in Detroit.
oh yeah, there it is. Okay.
Okay. Can you move it?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. So that's going to be you in bat form. All right. I'm just going to take your player token and pull it off the map for now. Okay, so you're in
Although
bat form.
I can't see anything because the fog of war doesn't apply to it.
Oh yeah, sorry. Let me fix that. That's my fault. How's that?
Oh wow.
Yeah, because there's no dimming at all. You can see 60 feet. Good choice, Chris.
Yeah, good choice, Chris. Thanks, Trump, for their awesome suggestion. Oh no, don't even mention it, buddy.
Team effort, guys. Team effort.
Team effort.
All right, so let's let Chris take a turn.
All right. So now on their movement is at 30 feet. I'd be able to go 60 feet if I'm not taking action. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. If I remember how to do this. All right. So what is it?
Spacebar.
Spacebar?
Yep.
Do you think he needs to roll a stealth check, Jay?
I'm gonna leave that up to him. I mean, he's for all intents and purposes, he is a bat right now.
I'm
So
just kind of just fluttering around. I'll just go to there and then.
Maybe the goblins will think he has rabies and run away.
So Chris, I'll do a description before you move your other half. Okay, so it says doors stand closed to the north and the south of you, with a crumbling mound of rubble partially obscuring the southern hall. To the east, a broad corridor ends in 2 more doors leading south and east. The corridor is cluttered with dusty rubble and fallen plaster from a partially collapsed ceiling overhead.
Okay, so I'm just going to basically kind of flutter in. Oops. Come on. I'm just going to basically go in, take a look around, and then...
You want to do a perception check? Oh, I guess you can't take an action this round. That's right.
Right, because you did
Yeah.
twice movement.
Okay. So you can open next round with a perception check if
Yeah.
you want.
So I just kind of... Okay, yeah, I'll just kind of stay there for this round.
Yep.
So kind of flutter in, kind of look around like a little bat looking for some food and...
Float like a bat. All right, so Deke, Shrump, it's your turn.
All right, I'm going to stealth again.
Okay.
Or do you want to use my roll from earlier?
Yeah, keep stealth in every round. Let's do that. Okay.
And then I'm going to... That is an action, we decided, yes?
No, I don't count stealth as an action
Okay.
because
so
it's part of your movement.
Then I will consider... Then I'll do my 40 feet, or double action.
Okay. Right.
Okay, so I notice that this is cut off here. And well, hold on.
And that's my fault because this map's not quite big enough. If you want to move past and it won't let you move around that wall,
I got around it.
Good deal. Right, so you're effectively on the back side of the castle now, Deke. You can see that there's an arrow slit to your north, and you walked by an arrow slit to your west on your way. And then basically you've got woodlands on your right, and up above you can see another sort of piece of the castle coming out like at the bottom of a large tower.
Do I hear anything from the arrow slits?
Let's see.
I can't do a perception check, but do I naturally hear anything with my
passive perception?
Yeah.
No. Oh, we lost Tim.
Timmy.
Not
All right.
Placeholder picture though, pretty cool. That dude's like laying over the dice.
I know, we thought it was him. It's not really him.
Oh no, I didn't think it was him. But look, that's a cool picture though. It's funny.
Yeah. All right, good stealth. Okay. And was that a dash or was that your regular movement? I can't remember.
Night Breeze, you're muted.
No, that was just a regular movement.
Okay.
So I'm going to just go here as well.
Okay. All right. So let's see where we're at here.
Poor little copy go.
Okay, in this section, Night Breeze, the tower has almost completely collapsed. Although the ground floor still has a little bit of open space, rotting. Let's see. I can't tell you everything here because you can't currently. I'll have to wait. You actually can't see all of this from where you're at. I'll have to wait till your next round. All right, Chris, you want to do a perception check where you're at?
Hey, Chris. Steph says you're batshit crazy.
Is she watching?
She's texting me while I'm relaying what's going on.
Nice.
That's Fizz.
Ooh, that is a good perception check, my friend. Okay, so let me read this real quick. Okay, so Chris, as you're analyzing the area directly to the east of you, so before you'd go through the large iron door directly to the east or the wooden door slightly to the south, you notice what appears to be a series of tripwires which have been embedded in the weak stone foundations on the floor.
Where am I seeing those at?
So they're basically, there's tripwires that run across this diagonally. So here, I can draw it like this. There's like tripwires running across here and across here, like that, sort of in an X pattern.
Okay. So then for the rest of my movement, I'm gonna fly back outside. Oops. Hold on. Dang it. Ow.
That movement's great when it works, but it's kind of tricky. Welcome back, Tim.
He's still
Oh,
there. Still showing as dead.
Yeah, so we'll get back up there.
All right, Deke, you're up. Okay.
Alright, so what did I see when I went through that path?
All right, so you saw several dark arrow slits, obviously. You still, with your passive perception, you still didn't hear. I mean, you feel like you can hear the faintest sounds of some sort of like voice. You know how the patterns of voice are kind of recognizable, even when they're very, very faint. You
Right.
hear something like that coming from deep, deep within the castle, but nothing from like immediately inside of the arrow slits.
So I don't see any patrols, I don't see any guys up on top of the walls, I don't see
No.
any...
No, the top is too unstable. Like if I could draw this for you, like this thing used to be probably 3-4 stories up. The top 2 stories are completely gone. The second story is 50% gone, and this bottom floor is barely holding all that rubble up.
Okay.
All right, Night Breeze.
Okay.
I feel like
I want to sneak up to this corner here and just kind of peer around.
Can I hear Night Breeze at this point?
Not yet, because you guys are both being stealthy.
I don't
All
see
right.
anything extra over here.
Oh yeah, here. Let me. Sorry. Let me find that section.
has everyone had a turn?
What's that?
Has everyone had a turn?
Well, we're just doing the guys that are stealthing right now.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. So they're going to report back in just a second. All right.
Oh,
So
okay, cool. I see.
We're not trying to cut you out, Oscar.
I know.
Yeah. We're not going to cut you out, man. So Night Breeze, you've noticed what appears to be a piece of canvas that has been painted to look like stone, basically draped down around this rubble. And you can tell that it's not actually a wall. It's a false wall because it's kind of wafting in the night breeze just a little bit. Haha, get it, night breeze?
Yeah.
He's been planning that for 6 sessions.
Oh, you have no idea.
I'm going to use the rest of my movement to start heading back.
Okay. All right. Chris?
Okay, so once I get out here, you said there's arrow slits up along the walls.
Yep, I'm pinging both of them. They're
high are
right north of you and right south of you.
How high are they?
They're about 15 feet up.
We call that Colorado High.
Colorado Rocky Mountain High.
So I'm just going to fly up in front of the one right here.
Okay.
And basically where I can be able to see in front of it. Actually, I'm just going to basically fly up and just kind of land and grab onto the kind of the frame like a bat would, kind of up on the window frame so I can see inside and do a perception check.
All right. Give me 1 second. Because what I'm going to do, I've got a little false wall there. I'm going to move you just beyond it so you can see inside. Okay, so I need to put you right there. All right, there you go. So, Chris, I'm going to type to you what you see. Let's see. Guys, how do I message? I can't remember.
/W space
Yeah.
person's name space like this.
I had to look it up too. I forgot to earlier.
Just type it in there. They can't see it.
Um, right. You get that, Chris?
I bet nobody ever plays a human.
Yeah.
Plays a human.
Yeah.
They have some
Not-
advantages.
not-
They got a lot of stat advantages.
Yeah, they're a jack of all trades race, but
everything. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I probably wouldn't have time to fly over the other one this round, would I? The next round.
let's see. You were here. That was the start of your round, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can go. Let's see. 1, 2. Oh yeah, Chris, you can totally go out the window and go in the other side if you want.
Okay. Yeah. So then I'll.
Okay, I'll move you over there.
Yeah, it's not letting me move.
All right. So I'll message you again.
Sounds like somebody's having pizza made. I'm really hungry.
Pizza.
I know, right? You know, every single time we've played, somebody's always eaten ice cream, and someone's wore like a Star Wars or a video game shirt. Oh, what's yours? What's yours, Jay?
Mine's it's the Force Abides.
Okay,
It's
I think
it's a ma-
I think Nightbreeze has you beat though.
Oh no, he totally does. But this is a Big Lebowski Star Wars mashup. So
That
That's right,
gets
yeah.
extra points. But he's also Nightbreeze is also eating ice cream, so he gets points on that too.
Is that a bowling
No,
ball?
it's a burrito.
yeah, it's the Death Star, but it's
That's
a bowling ball.
bowling ball. I didn't even notice that last time I saw that shirt on.
All right, so Chris, that's effectively the end of your round.
Okay.
All right, so
My
Deke.
turn?
Yep. I may have to move you past that wall. I don't know if it's going to let you.
It'll let me go.
Okay.
Oh, you could be a wizard of any race. Oh,
Oh yeah, man. There's
every
no
class can be every race. Or
Yep,
every
there's no
race can be every
restrictions.
class.
that's cool.
And honestly, the weird combinations are oftentimes the most memorable. All right, so Deke.
So I thought like wizards were their own race though. Like, isn't Gandalf his own race?
That's it in Middle Earth.
He's an angel, so
Oh,
it's kind of different.
okay.
Yeah, in Middle Earth, in Tolkien's world, a wizard is not a human. They're angels in disguise, basically.
Okay,
Right,
so this is
so-
where he saw the flappy flap.
So Shrump, you come around the corner, you can see Nightbreeze is starting to walk back in front of you.
Okay. Hey, Olan's gonna come back.
Yep.
I do a quick caw caw.
Do you really?
Yeah.
All right, let's roll. I just want to see how effective you are at making a
bird noise.
bird noise. I'm going to do intelligence on
That's
that.
gonna be performance, don't you think?
Yeah, that's performance. We'll do performance.
Oh my god, that is awesome!
I don't even notice. I just think it's birds in the
Yeah, he's
background.
just like.
Can I roll a wisdom to see if I notice? Or
Yeah,
perception,
Oscar,
maybe?
you hear something that sounds strangely out of place, but
It sounds so right though. It's like perfect. It's like I didn't know
But-
they had peacocks.
but I will
in-
say, Nightbreeze, your elven ears, you would hear his footsteps, even with him being stealthy. You would hear him coming. So
and you
Okay.
hear a peacock, caw caw, and it sounds totally like a peacock.
all right, so do with that as you will. Your turn, Nightbreeze.
Oh God,
I just cacawed for you.
I heard it. I didn't see anything when I came over here, though.
Yeah,
Was there a reason for that?
you saw
I didn't.
You saw the tarp.
I saw the tarp. But I
Come back
didn't
and
see.
tell me what's going on. Actually, I'll just follow you. Just wave me on, and I'll just follow you, and we'll walk back.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna fast track this.
Oh, there
So-
you are. Okay.
So you guys go ahead and move your guys back around to the front. We'll just do one stealth check for the move.
Can I just like peek in the front door while those guys are running around? Just like right there.
Yeah, you
I tripped
can.
over.
Nightbreeze
I tripped over Shrimp on the way.
fumbled. He got too excited by the peacock.
All right, hold on. Let me do a check because it depends on what part of the castle you're at. So you might actually be okay, even though you fumbled that one. Let's see. What room is that? Near you. That is. Let's see.
It's funny. We left the two dwarves behind and the dog.
Of all the places to fumble, that was the perfect place. Perfect. All right, move your guys back around. You guys are good. Chris, you want to move back out front? Oh, Oscar, you were gonna stealthily peek inside.
Yeah, sorry, I already moved my guy over there. I
Oh,
guess.
that's fine. All right, there's Chris. All right, you guys. Chris, you gonna stay in bat form, or
So
I guess you have to change back to communicate.
yeah, so okay, so Trump went south, Nightbreeze went north, right?
Yeah, what'd you guys?
Hello.
I
think?
love the fact that you guys didn't see what they saw. That's so cool.
Hey, we got another problem here. Have I ever seen him shapeshift before?
You would have seen him. Well,
Well, I would have been practicing with the druid on the journey.
yeah. I'll say that's fair.
Okay,
And you
so
know
I don't see
he's
a
a
big,
druid.
I don't see a random bat come right beside me and land.
No.
Okay.
Is Flyer gonna attack the bat
So yeah, Jay, I'll go ahead and shapeshift back to normal.
Okay.
before he get attacked?
All right. All right, guys, make a plan.
There's
Okay, so
a iron gate
Cool.
that looks like it's going to make a lot of noise to the south. All the way around back, there's nothing. And then I saw Nightbreeze up top looking at something, so he may have found something.
Yeah, on the north side of the building, it looks like there's an entrance that's just a cloth that we could, I think, pretty easily sneak through.
I don't see anything in the door here, so.
What'd you see?
You wonder.
Kalen, what did you see?
I said we go to that cloth area and check that out. What do you guys think?
So to give you guys a heads up, the main part of the building in here, oops, this is pretty much empty. There's some doors, but there are further on in to the east. There are some tripwires. Up in these towers over here, in those arrow slits, there are goblin guards. There's two on each side. They don't really seem to be paying attention to us. However, the one on this side right there, there is one that is a little bit more alert than others. So
I say we
One
go
thing
on.
one
I say we
guard
go through the
here.
north passage
Yeah.
to Rohan.
Should we all roll stealth?
Yeah, everyone rolled. We're just going to do one stealth for everybody. Olan's typing. So, okay, sounds good. All right.
Who's dying?
Who was that coughing?
That was a female cough.
Oh, that was Sarah.
All right, so
Everybody
guys,
has a wife but me.
That was a female coughing.
all right, hold on, guys. I gotta do a roll real quick. Okay. All right, so we're gonna
Copper,
do.
quit licking.
What's he licking?
It's not
Everywhere.
D&D
He's
until
That's what she said.
he yells at Copper.
He's chewing his
Yeah, it's
entire
not
body.
D&D until we hear Copper. Stop it. All right.
Oh, I get my
All right. So, Callan, as you guys start to creep away, unfortunately, because of your roll and Oscar's roll, the goblin who was in this arrow slit has heard you. He heard something, so he peeks out and a crossbow bolt goes whizzing past your head, and you hear from inside. You hear basically, hold on. Where is it?
You got a soundboard?
Hold on, let me turn on my music so I can hear that. All right, go again. That's so funny. You know, that's what it sounds like whenever you guys are making love whenever I'm sleeping in the basement.
You're hilarious, man. All right.
Was that a female goblin shrimp?
It sounded like it. Honestly, goblins all look the same. I mean, never mind. I'm not gonna.
I just teasing. That was funny.
I was gonna make like a 3-foot tall comment.
Okay, so I'm gonna do. Okay, so the goblins.
Do we still want to try to?
Can you
sneak
guys
into
hear
the
me?
north?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can now, man.
Woohoo!
All right, fill Tim in at what happened, guys.
So a goblin right here, am I right?
Copper dog, quit.
Yeah, he
Shot
an
a
arrow
very
came
well-
whizzing out of this arrow slit, and basically shot right by Callan's head, right like that.
And then he laughed in a creepy way. In a golem kind of way.
I heard
I
that.
think he wants you to be his precious.
I'm only your precious D.
I know.
So I'm assuming the alarm has been sounded. Maybe we
I
just
know
walk
you're
in
here
the front
now.
door.
You guys did so freaking awesome finding that door, but when you went to leave, they heard you.
Hey, why don't we act like we run away and head up?
Why
north
did they
and go-
hear
and
us
just run
anyway?
up
Was
north?
this a 9 still?
Just run away.
Yeah, just run away
Yeah.
north. They may think we run away like they scared us off.
You guys want to run away?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the north.
Yeah, I'd say let's at least make it back to the tree line, and then from there we can just wait and see what happens.
Okay. Now it's quiet again. All right, I'm gonna. Okay, so how long do you guys want to wait at the tree line?
Where is the tree line? Down
So I'm
here?
gonna do this. I'm gonna temporarily move you.
Depends on what happens.
Oh, hold on.
Should we go during the day?
Oops, wrong map.
Ah, we're back in fighting hobgoblins.
Okay, so this, I don't think you guys can actually see anything on this map because I don't have any tokens on there, but I'm just, for now, changing up what you see. Okay, so let's see here. Let me do a roll. Okay, so you guys back into the tree line, and I want everyone to do a stealth check again for how well they're hiding now that they're in the trees. Night breeze is fine.
I want to go last because if the other ones fuck it up, it's not even worth rolling. The druid.
I also have
Who is
this.
meant to be
I don't know
in-
if this helps.
Ooh, where's the? I can't see the text for it.
It says you can attempt to hide even when you are only lightly obscured by foliage.
Oh, you're totally fine. They don't see you at all.
Yeah, but the druid who should be able to hide in the forest.
So we'll do this, guys, because the tree line is a decent ways away from the front of the castle. Okay, so I'm going to give everybody like a bonus 5 on their roll. So even the low stealth check of 6 is going to succeed. So
I said we just wait an hour and a half and then go back.
it's your call. So
Can we circle around through the woods and come at it from the north?
That's what I think we should do.
Yeah, there's no reason you couldn't do that.
Can we come
Um,
I say we come through the north.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you guys.
I agree.
Okay, so hold on. I have to do.
And luckily
one-
that goblin was on the west side of the castle that saw us, because the north remembers, the west doesn't.
Nice. Alright, so hold on.
Copper dog, do you need a spanking? Copper. Quit.
Can I get a spanking?
If you want one.
Woohoo!
It's gotta be his food. I gotta try different food. He's so itchy these days.
Okay, so let me do this. Oh, you know what? Oscar never gave me his passive perception. It's 10 plus your wisdom modifier, Josh.
Which should be pretty
Perception.
What's your plus to wisdom?
0.
Okay,
Oh,
so
wisdom is +2.
Okay, so you're 12. All right, so let's see.
Copper.
Okay.
Quit it.
All right, so you guys are going to. So let me describe what you see when you get to the woods. Anyway, so you get to the tree line. You look back at the castle, and you see a couple of goblins. Actually, 4 goblins come running up to the door. They've all got crossbows held up like at the ready. They stand there for 2 to 3 minutes looking around. You see them make some hand motions to each other. 3 go back inside, and 1 is basically staying there. So you guys are going to just abandon that course. You're going to go up around and go to the north, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to do. Let's see.
Hot shot with my produced flame.
All right. Let me
Yeah.
do. Give me 1 second, guys, because once again, you're not doing what I planned for you to do. I should know by now.
Said that.
Well, the thing is, I'm having to improvise with maps. So let me do one thing here real quick. For this map you guys are on.
Map.
Stop being a
Okay, so we want
Jingle bed.
enable. There we go. There we go.
So stinky.
Let's do that,
You're a stinky dog.
and then let's do. Let's turn that off. All right. Let me grab your tokens, guys. 1 second. I'm going to move you over to this other map.
Copper. I will beat you.
All right. So I've got Shrump. Oh, why is it not letting me select your guy?
He doesn't like to be touched.
Okay, don't touch me. Okay, I gotta rejoin real quick. Just a sec.
You know what we all had to do? Just like cancel out real quick
But
and not be here when he comes back.
All right, it wasn't letting me select your tokens for some reason. Let's see if it's fixed. There we go. Now it's working.
Do you
Okay.
need to go to bed?
You guys all see darkness right now, right?
I see pitch black.
yes.
Okay, that's perfect. All right, so there's Night Breeze, there's Flare.
I have dark vision, so I should be able to see something.
Yep. All right, so I'm going to copy these. And let's go over here on the map where you guys are going to be able to see something here in just a second.
It's a macro quick fire.
Oh, dang it. Did it again.
Wow, we're
Right, so
minutes
let me-
runs in.
Make sure everyone's here. 1, 2, 3. All right, I need marching orders for as you guys are going north up around the castle.
I'll go first.
Cool.
Okay, who's next?
I can go next.
That was
Kinda-
also a female cough, Oscar.
Okay, can you guys see your characters now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
It
Yeah.
looks like we're in the Underdark, though, to be honest.
it's nighttime.
Yeah. I see some trees right there.
All right, where's Olan, or who's after Oscar?
I'll go.
I will.
Okay. So I'm gonna put Callan and Olan. You guys are kind of the same. Night Breeze in the back with Flea.
Yep.
Always in
Right.
the back, huh, bud?
Always.
You know me and the good berries.
Always the back of the with good berries.
This
He's
is
got
in the
his
front
good
part of the back.
berries. He's got his shafts of arrows made of wood.
Don't forget the good berries.
Yeah. Don't forget those good berries. All right. So you guys are. So you guys found sort of this this ruddy path going up north through the woods around the castle, and as you're moving along, you guys come across a small band of hobgoblins that are sitting about a fire. They have 2 wolves with them, and they have. So basically, you guys come through a small bit of brush, and these guys see you. So they have noticed you right out of the gate.
We don't even see him.
Let's see. Hold on. Let me do the measurement. That's because of the. Well, let me move you guys. I messed that up. I keep forgetting the only bad thing about the. Can you see him, Deke?
I can see a campfire, but it's really dark.
Okay. So we'll just say this: you guys can perceive that up ahead there is a small band of some goblin-esque characters, and you can hear them talking. And they, upon your approach, you hear their voices sort of subside, like they stop talking abruptly.
I say to them in Orcish. I say to them, I have 5 more prisoners for the castle hold.
Do you speak Orcish?
I'm an orc.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Well, yeah, I forgot that you were. I forgot you. Yeah, never mind. Okay, you're half orc. Sorry. Stupid question of the night goes to me. All right. Do a. Let's see. Do a persuasion check, and I'll give you advantage since you are speaking Orcish in a perfect orc accent.
To be fair, Ernie's half Chinese and she doesn't speak Chinese.
Ha, ha, ha. All right. So, let's do this. Let's add a turn for these guys. And they're going to be at super slow.
So do I need to roll initiative, buddy?
No, just a second. I'm just doing this for my benefit. Give me one sec. Okay, so descending. All right, there we go. All right, so does anyone else speak Orcish?
Nope.
Okay, so Deke, you want to say, like, they don't know what you said, so...
I put, like, my right hand behind my back, and I do the OK symbol.
Okay, let's see. Okay, everyone notices with their passive perception. You guys see Deke kind of put his hand behind his back like this. All right, so 3 hobgoblins approach with 2 wolves flanking them. All right, Deke, I'm going to communicate to you what they say. All right, and you can relay. Well, actually, that might give it away if you're like blah blah blah. But hey, this is what I told them. All right, so
Copper, you just drank out of the toilet, came and drooled on my leg. You are not an orc.
I love you.
Ooh, they got wolves. So did my wolf die?
You left
You're
it
out
at
of
the
line.
camp because you never... I don't know. Something.
Never showed.
okay, so you guys hear the lead hobgoblin, who's about twice as big as the other 2. You can see that each of them has a large pouch, like a dirty sort of knapsack thrown over their shoulder. It's laced into their backpack strap right here, and it's basically the bottom of it is soaked through with a red liquid, a dark red liquid, and they're carrying some questionable looking meat products on them as well, and they smell awful. Like the first thing you notice when they walk up is this horrid rancid smell, and the one in front, the large one, grunts something to Shrump. They have their swords out at this point. Deke?
I'm writing you a response, Jay. I'm trying to figure out how to word it.
Okay.
This is why I take good notes.
All right, so I'm going to quiz you
hold
guys. I'm going to quiz you guys. Who can remember the name of the guy who leads the Cragmaws at the castle? Who took the notes and wrote it down?
I'm trying to find my notes.
I don't think I ever knew it to begin with.
I've got it. I gotta find it.
Where's my note?
King Grohl.
Nice.
King Grohl.
Okay, Deke. How can I do this? Well, we'll just say you all know that then. Since at least one of you wrote it down, you all know that King Grohl is the leader. Man, this is a good sour brown ale. Sorry, guys. I thought we were going to get into some action, but you guys are being too clever. So
We called
I
this.
told you,
We
don't
totally
underestimate
called
our ability to avoid.
this. Jay, I say that in orc back.
Man, I've got crappy beer.
All right, I'm writing you back, Deke.
Cinnamon horchata, blue moon.
Oh, I've had that. It's better than it sounds.
That's true. It was leftovers from my mom's like family party thing she had. Get together.
You know, your mom has a really good leftovers. Like in the morning when she was making me pancakes, like always has the best leftovers.
She makes good eggs in the morning.
Leftovers are sloppy seconds.
Now that's when the eggs get too runny.
All right. So you guys, Trump says something back to them in Orcish. The leader in front tilts his head to the side. He makes some sort of curse in the goblin tongue, spats on the ground in front of him, and then seems to sort of his eyes trail off into the woods as he mumbles something somewhat quieter under his breath.
Oops.
By the way, hobgoblins do speak other languages other than Orcish. So just throwing that out there. Don't want you guys to think you're completely dependent on Deke in this scenario, but
Deke wants us to think that, though.
well, I'm going to assume he's keeping that symbol behind his back, and until he does otherwise,
I don't know. I'm tempted to just go bum rush him. Forget all this.
dwarves are like behind you, seething.
We can't really talk.
You guys, you see my signal and just don't say anything. I mean, you guys can talk out of character. I mean, fuck, I'm not saying be quiet, but
No, I know.
Jay, this is so cool. We could never do this in high school.
I know. Right. Here we go. I'm trying to wrap this up. I don't want the rest of you guys to have to wait too long. Okay, so Shrump responds, somewhat lengthy response. Seems to be a well thought out, very detailed, whatever he's saying. There's a lot of information. You guys are like, okay, this is going somewhere. You guys get, you know what? Everyone do a perception check. I want to see.
On me too?
No, you're fine because you know what's going on. I want to see if they can get an idea of what's developing.
That's insight.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Insight.
I think
good, I
Caleb
got
should be able to
+2
use
on
his
that.
perception, though. Never mind, he got it.
Chris knocks it out of the park both times.
Actually, everybody but the dwarf.
Yeah. So
Colin's like, I have no idea.
So Nightbreeze, Oscar, Callan, you guys can tell that that Deke is making some sort of headway with this guy. Like this guy is buying whatever Deke's selling. You can tell by the body language that the hobgoblins are not as tense as they were initially. So just do with that as you will. Tim, you're just kind of like, what the hell is this guy doing? Like we're supposed to just bash their heads. So
But
just
can
throwing
Tim
that
at
out.
least tell that the rest of the group is, like, relaxing?
Yeah, well, yeah, Tim, I would say, well, you know what? Roll one more perception. I'll give you advantage on or insight. I'll give you advantage on whether or not you can happen to notice how the rest of your group is responding. Okay, that's perfect.
Wow, nice.
That's perfect. So Tim, you're initially like, "What the hell?" And then you look at you're like, "Oh, okay, I see what's going on here." All right, so I'm gonna write you back, Deke.
So Jay, what's the terrain like up there where the hobgoblins are at?
It's a rocky path. There's some scrub brush and some short evergreen trees immediately to their north. Some large boulders just sort of sprinkled throughout. All right, so Shrump. Here we go.
I'm glad Deke's the one who's streaming. We could see
Yeah.
what this is later.
Oh yeah, because you guys can't really see them, can you?
No.
That's awesome.
And we definitely can't see what Deke's saying.
All right, so after Deke gives that very lengthy response, the lead hobgoblin makes a very short, very quick retort, just right to the point, and he sort of swings his sword above his head.
Alright, you prisoners. Follow me as you are commanded by the order of the Dragon Cult. And do not resist as your commander Favrik has ordered.
Okay, he says that to you in common. Okay. All right. So at this, the hobgoblin in front, he switches to common, and he says, he says to you, he says, "Be glad I'm not the leader of the Cragmaws." And he says, "I hope this half-orc does what I've asked him. If not, I will be back to make sure that it has been done." And he says to you, Deke, in Orcish, one more thing.
Try Office 365 for a month for free. Apparently, according to my computer.
Okay. Anything else, Deke?
Yep.
Or are you happy with that?
Nope, hold on. And then after with that, I'm done.
Okay. All right. So you guys, even though you can barely make them out in the shadows, you hear the sound of 3 swords being sheathed. And with that, the hobgoblins disappear into the woods to the north.
Jay, did he answer my question?
Oh. Yes.
I'm assuming they took the wolves with them.
All right.
Okay, so...
All right, I'm going to move you guys back, and I'll move your
Give
tokens.
me 5 seconds so I can tell the group what just
Yep,
happened.
I'm going to move you while you talk.
Alright, so apparently all the hobgoblins freaking hate King Kringral. They actually want us to kill him.
Yeah.
So there's dissent inside the castle. They don't actually like him. They want him to die. If we kill this guy, there's a good chance that the people will not stay around to fight for him. All we need to do is kill the leader.
Anyone willing to help us?
No, but they let us go, and they're not going to alert anybody into the castle about what we're doing.
Deke, actually,
good info, yeah.
I'm actually, I'm so happy. Deke's role, first of all, was amazing. The fact he can speak Orcish was amazing. That was great. That was great. I wish you guys could have participated a little more directly, but still, very cool.
No, that's perfect. I think it's great.
All right.
And then
You
we
guys
can
got to
see it
watch the
tomorrow.
video. You got to watch the video. At 65 or at 60 minutes into the video is when that conversation started.
All right, so guys, I'm going to. So you're here, and I'm going to move aside the false canvas wall, so you guys can see inside.
I'm gonna go get another drink, and Jay just moved my character. I'm gonna take a second.
Well, let's give if anyone else wants to get a drink, go to the bathroom. Now's a good time because you guys are getting ready to go in.
Sounds good.
And actually, that's not bad. That was an hour, and you guys got to do a lot of this. You guys have a huge advantage now, which is really nice. So.
Nice.
All right, I'm going to do a little reading while you guys are doing that. So Josh, now that I'm working on a team, it's I feel like I can relate to so many things that you've been saying. Like I'm the new guy, and all
Oh
these
yeah.
all these people are ridiculously smart.
Yeah, it's different, huh?
Yeah, so I'm running Linux on my laptop for work,
Oh
and
wow.
I've probably learned more about Linux in 2 weeks than the rest of my life together.
Oh my
Like,
goodness. I don't know shit about Linux.
well, you know what's funny is actually the Mac operating system is built on top of a Linux shell. So it's
Yeah.
yeah, and I'm
Isn't
using
that?
Ubuntu, which looks a lot like OS X.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah. Do they all use Linux?
No, I'd say like 50% use Linux, 40% use Macs, and we have 10% using Windows.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think everybody at my work uses Mac.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody that has Windows anymore.
Jay, did I get an inspiration point on that?
Yep. You're damn right you do.
All right. Sweet, my first one.
Like that was so ridiculously well played.
Save this some time too.
Yeah. I mean, you guys still need to kind of play this,
Smart.
you know, smart. But I mean, you guys are going through a side entrance, and you have information. Like that gives you an advantage.
Did he get? Did he?
You're cutting in and out.
Did they tell you to him
Did anybody else
Yeah.
catch that?
where he'll?
I think he asked, did they tell you to kill him?
Yes, they told me to kill him. They said that they don't, nobody likes him.
So, and I'll elaborate on that. He rules these guys by pure intimidation. That's it.
You must be pretty intimidating then.
Did they tell you where he's at in the building?
No.
No, I kind of felt bad for like talking nonstop, so I didn't interrogate them. I was just I didn't want them to warn the castle that we were coming, so I kind of just skirted the issue. But I did figure out that that north entrance, from what we were talking about, is going to be the least guarded entrance going into this.
Yep. All right, Chris is back.
Welcome
Give him
back.
a second. Give him a second to get set up here. Oops.
He's bringing Mexican Mac.
You know, had Matt been playing, he would have tried to jump over them, succeeded, then would have screwed up stabbing him in the back.
That's really funny because it's true. So funny.
And then Frizz would have been like, no, he's totally lying to you guys. That's not at all what we're doing. We're totally sneaking into the castle. You guys should join us. Yeah.
All right, so is everyone good to go?
I am.
Yeah.
I think we're all here.
Yep.
All right, hold on. I need to scroll over. Okay.
Okay, guys. So, yeah. So here you are. Nightbreeze shows you when you get to the side that there was just this canvas that was sort of crudely painted to look like stone, and it was old enough and ratty enough and crinkled up enough that it just happened to blend in this light fairly well with the fallen stone around. But now that you've pulled it aside, you can see down south inside to the heart of the ruins. So
Who's got the best perception?
that would be Olan.
Are there any barrels I can smash?
I can
Because it's worked so well for you in the past, Josh.
How's your stealth?
You want me to
Olan?
take a look at him?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm at a
I'm
2.
worried that there's going to be traps and stuff right through here.
Stealth-wise, I'm at a 2.
+2 to stealth.
Well, hey, just do a perception check from right here.
Well,
Let's
I was
see
going to
if you can
say,
say
Olan's passive perception is 14. Nightbreeze's passive perception is only 1 less, and he has way better stealth. So,
Ranger, you want to go in and scout out, and we'll follow behind.
Sure.
okay. So, let's see.
I'll go
So-
second to back him up.
I think my computer just glitched and showed me all the enemies inside the map.
Oh, that's great.
Where are they, Chris?
Where are they? Reload, Chris.
No, don't.
Hmm.
Be like, we should go left. Oh, that sounds great.
So let me drop out, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
That's lame.
Yeah, that would take the fun out of it.
Okay, now we know there's enemies in this castle.
So Chris cannot make any of the movement decisions. And if I watch the replay video and I see Chris sending messages to anyone about directions, I will talk everyone a level.
Now, as long as Chris is smart and doesn't send them to me, we'll be fine. Because I'm the only one that's broadcasting.
Damn it.
There we go.
I think we should go in the order
Maybe
that
Jake can move
our
the enemies
initiative
around
right.
real quick.
It's that druidic insight, Chris.
Well, since I upgraded to Windows 10, my video drivers will crap out on me every so often. And when I came back up, the map was nothing but a grid, and I could see like these random characters. I thought it was like a placeholder thing you had put us on until you guys started describing like there was like you were looking at a map. I'm like, I don't think I'm supposed to see this part. Couldn't see any of the map, but bunch of enemies.
All right,
I don't know any of it, so don't worry.
Okay. All right, so we're just gonna go in turn order. Nightbreeze is scouting, and he's first. So, yeah, take it
You want
away.
me to do perception and see if I see any
You
traps?
You guys make the call. You can do perception and then move.
Perception
Okay.
and stealth. Perception and stealth.
I'm just gonna-
Nightbreeze. But just know that if you do a perception check and stealth, you only get to move your movement round, and you can't do an action.
Yeah.
But do stealth.
So
too,
I just want to
because-
perceive by the door here to see if
Okay.
just see if there's any traps.
So you look inside, and you do not perceive any traps. This looks to be one of the most ruined parts of the castle, at least compared to like what you've seen from the outside and from the front. The tower here has almost completely collapsed from the 4th floor all the way down to the ground, although the ground still has a little bit of open space. There are rotting crates and ancient barrels showing that this used to be an area used to store provisions long ago. You can see that there is there's a heavy curtain blocking off a crumbling area to the south, and an intact door leads to the east. Let's see. To the north, a short passage through the rubble ends before a screen. The canvas. So that's where you guys came through. It's funny because sometimes when I read the descriptions, it's like, well, that was actually for if you were coming from a different direction. But you
So
get the
where
base
do I
idea.
see the door to the east here?
So there's a door right there.
Right there. Okay.
Yep. You
So
wouldn't
I'm gonna-
really see the curtain. That description is terrible. So
So I'm gonna stealthily move into the room. And
Okay.
I'm not gonna go too far. I'm gonna go here.
Okay.
And have Flair come with me.
okay, he needs to do a stealth check too. So let's roll, and I think he gets. I think he gets a bonus as a wolf, but I might be wrong. Oh damn!
+4, so 8.
Okay. All right. So, all right, we're okay. Nothing happens. All right, Olan, your turn.
Yeah, wolves are on page 311.
Do they get a
Okay.
bonus to stealth? Oh yeah, you said +4.
They
That's
do,
right.
+4. Yeah.
We doing Timmy? Timmy. I
Damn.
just realized our sound effects aren't working.
I just thought you were
Stealth?
being lazy.
I just want to get to the doorway, like the first doorway. Do I need to make a stealth check?
I mean, you do what you want, man. It's your call. You can either do it or you cannot. That is very stealthy. That's about as
Copper?
stealthy as a dwarf is ever going to be.
Stop.
I want to do a perception check.
There's no elves in there.
Man, I'm just not
Right.
rolling perception.
Tim, you realize you're in a castle.
Yeah, you're like,
Stonework.
these stones look old. All right.
Ooh, can I?
Callahan, you're up.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, Tim. Did I rush you?
No, I was going to do a history check to see what type of stone.
Oh,
who
go
did
for
the
it, man.
stonework.
I actually think I have some information there I can give you. Oh, nice. Okay, hold on. Let's see. So you can tell this is clearly not goblin construction, and nor was this obviously the original structure's name. This castle looks to be. Let's see. How much of this can I convey? Oh, nice. So this is kind of cool. So you can tell, Tim, that this masonry is from an era of an ancient realm known as Falorm, which once controlled much of the north, far earlier than before the Kingdom of Neverwinter or any of that stuff was established. So, and it's human make, very old.
Okay.
All right, Callan.
I should be able to move up into here. And then kind of do a perception check while I'm here.
Yep.
I can bring my character back up. Come on.
Ooh, nice. So even with that amazing perception roll, there's nothing of interest here. This just looks like really old provisions. Like these barrels and things have probably been here for hundreds of years. They're like, a lot of them are cracked, split open. There's not a single bit of moisture to be found in any of them. The grains have long turned to dust. This is a very old storeroom that it looks like, basically from what you can tell, the goblins just tried to shore this up crudely so that people wouldn't realize it was a back door. All right, 1 second. I need to switch to my dynamic lighting for 1 sec. Oh, damn it. Hold on.
Yeah, how can you tell what we see?
I can't very well, to be honest.
Yeah.
Take that second roll, Jay.
Okay, 1 sec.
24 is more.
Oh, gotcha. Well, yeah. He still had advantage turned on.
No, I'm just kidding.
All right, man. You're totally fine. All good. It's really quiet where you guys are at. Despite the fact that an hour and a half prior you were trying to get in the front door.
I'm gonna
Right, how many?
I'm gonna look at this door.
Okay.
And I moved 80 feet, just running around the room.
Checking it out.
See
Gotcha.
if there's anything in there.
All right, let me check. I'm pretty sure all these doors are the same. All right, so this is an old rotting, looks like an oak door that's been reinforced with iron bands. There are no locks or keyholes on them.
Can I see through it?
No, there's no keyhole. There's no nothing. And the hinges are pretty rusty, but it doesn't look like, if you were to compare it to the iron door you saw earlier, I'd say this one looks half as bad because it's not been in the elements.
Okay. I'm gonna let Oscar go.
Okay. Oscar.
Well, I'm gonna mosey on in there too.
Smashing shit as I go.
Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching,
Look at some
ka-ching,
barrels
ka-ching.
to smash.
Roll
We
a stealth
may-
check, Josh.
We may as well roll a stealth check. All right, just like a door.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's beautiful. That
I
is.
had a few beers before I rolled on in.
Like, sorry, guys. He walks through the gate like, "Brr, sorry.
Since I'm so loud, I'm just gonna go right here.
Okay. You start walking, you're like, God damn, I'm loud. Stop short. All
With my tattoos on.
right, you gonna hold your action?
Yeah, just hold the action. Doesn't sound like it's worth doing this perception check. 25s and you've been getting nothing.
Yeah, this room's pretty empty. All right, Night Breeze.
I'm gonna move here and hold action,
Okay.
just to provide Trump cover when he opens that door.
Nice. All right. All right.
I don't even know where Trump is anymore.
Olan. Yeah, what sucks?
I'm about 15 feet south of you.
I wish I could
Okay.
like rotate through your all's vision.
Yeah, that would be cool. I kind of thought you were.
No, I can kind of tell. Like I'm watching Deke's stream, so I can see his vision. But
Oh, nice.
Jay likes to watch my stream.
Jay, I use 10 feet of my movement, and I'm holding the rest of my action.
okay, cool. Callahan.
Okay, so
Oh, I was going to tell you guys too. So a lot of rubble. Oops, sorry. Let me change to the other tool here. There's a lot of rubble stacked to the east of Josh, northeast of you. It's impassable. That's where the ceiling has really come down. And then I would say directly to the west of Night Breeze, same thing. A lot of crumbled rubble behind all those crates and stuff. You can't get through it. It's like just rubble all the way up to the ceiling. Okay. So Chris, did you do stealth when you moved?
yeah, I'm gonna try to. Now, whether or not I'll. Meh.
It's okay. It's all right. So you can see a large iron door to the west of you, and that's all you can perceive from where you're at right now. There's a lot more crumbling rubble to the south of you as well, but those walls are a bit more intact to the ones immediately to your west.
All right. Am I able to do perception to see if I can hear, see if there's anyone up ahead?
Yep, please do. Excellent. So you can hear, let's see if you can see this. Because you guys, when I ping in blackness, you guys can still see the ping, right?
Try it.
Yeah.
Red.
Yeah, so right there where Olan just pinged, Chris, you can hear some murmuring voices. And actually in the opposite direction, somewhat quieter, you can hear some murmuring voices over there as well.
You know what's funny though is that Chris knows where the bad guys are. Maybe we should follow him.
No, but the druid does not.
You didn't see it in context to the map, though, right? You just saw it sort of on a grid.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell exactly. I mean, I didn't see exactly where they're at.
All right.
I open the door.
Okay.
Stealthily.
Stealthily open the door.
Do your stealth check. Nice. You're like, you get up against it with your strong shoulders and you start to push it and it starts creaking and so you just go real slow. It's like
Actually, if
barely.
you go really fast, it doesn't make the noise.
All right.
Like it did at John Stevens' house when we were trying not to wake up his parents.
Oh yeah. All right. So you open the door.
What do I see?
Yep. Let me move the.
Because I haven't moved or taken an action, so I want to see what's going on.
Okay. Let me move this out of the way.
You know, I purposely don't oil the hinges on my front door for that reason.
Oh yeah. No.
So
Same.
I know somebody's coming in.
It's like when Vanessa and I moved into this house, and like it's got the original wood floors upstairs, and so you walk around, and it's like, and she's like, "We should fix the floors." I'm like, "Are you kidding? When our kids are teenagers, I want to hear them.
Yeah.
I want to hear them getting out of bed."
Yeah, your dad didn't agree with that. I just tell the group, I see another wooden door about 15 feet in front of me. I'm moving in now.
Okay.
Oops. Why is the
Because
space
you
bar?
did it in a quiet voice.
Why is the space bar making me move all the way?
It does that to me sometimes too, man. It'll still work. It's showing you your move history.
Alright.
Which I
Okay.
think is actually kind of cool.
So Deke, you have not done a perception check yet, so you could do a perception check now.
Okay. I didn't. Sorry, I overmoved.
Now that's my fault because apparently I did not put. Huh? That's weird. It actually let you move there. Shouldn't have let you go through that.
Oh, okay. Well, I definitely want to do a perception check then.
So Deke, to your south is nothing but a thick sort of curtain suspended on a crooked, rusted iron rod. It's been basically crudely put there. It wasn't originally in the hallway.
Okay.
And you can hear some voices on the other side of that. They're fairly loud, so it
What
sounds like
language
they're.
are they in?
It is Goblin. And then to your right, through the wooden door, somewhat more muffled, you hear two voices in a very heated discussion. One is a loud, growling voice demanding payment for something. The other is a silky, smooth voice responding calmly.
What language?
Can't tell.
But how do I know they're demanding payment?
Was it a girl talk?
So that is a mess up then in the text. You shouldn't be able to tell what they're like what language they are specifically.
Is it a girl? Is it silky smoothie voice? Is that a girl?
It sounds female. Sounds female, yeah.
I'm like, guys, there's a chick in here.
Are there any girls there?
There's a girl. I knew it. I hold my action.
Yep. Oscar.
All right,
The
let me roll that
stealth
stealth again. Ugh,
That's better.
that's better. Okay.
Took your spurs off.
I'm gonna get rid of these
I'm gonna leave these outside.
I'll leave these right here.
If I ever draw our this group, which I really want to do, Josh, I'm putting spurs on your paladin.
Nice.
I thought you were going to draw our group.
I am,
You just said if I ever do, I guess.
and that's why I corrected myself and said when I do.
It's kind of like when you tell your wife, "Yeah, I'll fix that this weekend."
Yeah, and you never do.
All right. Oh, there's stuff down here. This is where I go. Good thing I didn't go into those barrels.
Yeah, you leave those barrels alone, Josh. They're already busted open. There's nothing for you to find in there. Night breeze.
I'll just
Or
hold
Josh,
my
did you
action,
want to take an action, Josh, or are you just holding?
I don't think I really have one to take, so I'll just hold it.
Okay.
Flair and I are going in with Shrimp.
Okay. All right. So when you come up
Now,
to the
Jake-
door,
Oh,
sorry,
I
what?
moved again, huh? Sorry.
Yeah,
that's okay.
you could double your movement if you want to, Josh.
I'll just keep that in mind for next time.
Okay. What were you gonna say, Tim?
We held our action,
Oh yeah.
so before Nightbreak goes, he can go again before he actually goes.
Yeah, Deke could go in if he wanted to. Yep.
All right, I'm going to open the door.
Yes, I love it. All right, so hold on. You gonna do that stealthily or?
Is Deke like in here somewhere?
Yes.
He's
something
that
like
direction.
Okay.
I kick open the door. I said, you know what? There's a woman in
He goes
distress.
So Shrub puts his hand on the handle and he starts to push it gently and it falls off the rusty hinges, just like. All right, so
But it opens up, right?
yeah, I'm gonna open it.
I'm like, guys, I might need some help. Oh, hey, Flair. There's a.
Can I go ahead and take my
dwarf.
movement in action then?
All right,
I can move another 10 feet. So, Jay, I move into the room.
All right, so Deke, this chamber's been set up as a crude living space with thick furs thrown on the floor to serve as carpets, old trophies hanging on the walls, and a large bed to the north. There's also a brazier of coals burning brightly just to the north of you on the floor. A round table with several chairs stands to the south near the door. Near the table on the floor is an unconscious dwarf who looks badly beaten. Okay, you also see a dark elf, female,
Oh.
a very large wolf, and probably the oldest, most grisly-looking bugbear you've ever seen.
I look at them and I say, "Hey," I go,
Hey, you guys!
"Hey, you guys!" I go, Favric sent me from Thunder Tree. He says there's a group of adventurers heading this way.
Okay.
Totally nonchalant. As I rip the door hinge off.
You're gonna need to do persuasion or something.
Alright. By the way, guys, I don't know if Jay told you I was in a car accident yesterday, so I'm on muscle relaxers and I'm drinking alcohol. So this is only going to get better.
Or you're just going to fall asleep.
Oh, wait, not religion.
Religion.
I gotta preach it, brother. Preach it! Alright, 10.
I have come to bring the pain. All right.
What did you hurt, Deke? Did you hurt your leg?
It hurt my back and my neck.
Oh, man, that's the worst.
Yeah, the person took off too. The cops even said it wasn't my fault, but State Farm is making me pay my full deductible. Fuck them.
Yeah, you're done with that place anyway.
That shouldn't be funny, but it is.
I know, right? I'm an agent for the company. I made them millions of dollars. But whatever.
Apparently they don't give a shit.
So, do I convince them with my half-orc awesomeness?
Oh no. King Grohl's been around the block. He is a grizzled war veteran, and he has earned this post through an iron fist. He knows you are not one of Favric's men immediately. And he basically looks up at you, motions with some hand gesture to the dark elf, and pulls out his giant morning star. And he says, "You've made a great mistake coming here, half-breed."
I said,
Yeah, we
You know
went right
what?
to him.
I rode dragons bigger than your mom. I don't think I'm worried about you, little man.
Oh, yes! Yes! Let the epic battle commence!
And when I hear this, I go running in, and in honor of Tharniel, do a little flip up onto the table.
Please do an acrobatics check and land it. Please land it.
Oh no! You tripped over the chair!
Nightbreed comes running in the door behind you. First, Ardiel catches his toe on the chair next to the table and skids across the top.
Jay, I never did get my action.
Yeah, take your action, man.
Or
Sorry.
he would both Deke and Night Breeze would have been blessed.
Okay,
So they
that's
need
fine.
to add a D4 to each of those rolls.
Okay.
So I would have had a 14 persuasion?
You have to
Yes.
roll a D4.
Yeah, roll a
Yeah.
d4.
I still flop.
This music is so loud.
Oh, since we're holding action, can I take an action now?
Yes.
So Jay did an 11 convince him I'm totally badass.
No. Sorry, man.
He's probably not close enough to try to do an intimidation on him, right?
No, you'd need to be in eyesight.
I don't think he's gonna be intimidated.
Probably not.
This guy's, I'm just gonna tell you guys, this guy's badass.
I'm thinking that we should hold the Dark Elf woman. If we can subdue her, hold her for Thornhill and see what he can make out of her.
Hey, Night Breeze, you need to
Yep.
identify on your token that you've been blessed. So
Yep.
does
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Can I move right there?
Yep.
Ooh,
All right, so
we went right to
so-
the boss. We skipped down all the bad guys.
Yep. So Nightbreeze, that counted as a dash, right? Because you had already moved that round.
I had. Yep.
Okay. Okay. So I just want to make sure. Is everyone? I kind of lost track there. Is everyone caught up on move on?
On their actions.
Yeah.
Poor Callan's just stuck in
we
the
would
hall.
be starting a new round right now. So Night Breeze would be starting off right now.
Right. And so he moved. Oh wait, you're right.
No,
You're right.
He held
Okay.
his action, so we have a
Okay.
fresh round.
Okay.
First
Kalen-
round.
Kalen
They
needs
need
to
to roll
move
for
up.
initiative.
Kalen's the only one that needs to move up.
So
You guys
hold on.
need-
Wait just a second. Okay, because if what you just said, so Nightbreeze finished his last round by dashing in. He had the highest initiative, except for King Groll rolled an 18 when Deke came through the
Okay.
door. So King Groll
So, yeah.
actually will get there. They will get to make an attack, and then Nightbreeze
Okay.
gets to go, and then we'll go. So let me do that first. All right. So let's see what this guy's. Actually, let's do the Dark Elf first because she's closest. All right. So
And blessed just means I get a plus D4 on everything.
Four.
Tim,
Is that
Oh,
the key?
To attack
attack,
rolls,
saves.
saving throws, and abilities.
okay. So
And
hit
it says
is
D4,
1d6.
but it doesn't say to roll it, so I don't know. That's up to
It's 4.
the DM. If he's just going to give you a 4, make you roll the D4.
Wow, we really skipped a lot of bad guys. This is good.
Yeah,
Going
you
full
guys
power.
went right to the boss. All right. So the Dark Elf, Nightbreeze, she turns to you, and this really catches you off guard. She says, "You may be glad that I'm not a giant wood elf, but I'm going to hurt you all the same." So she somehow read into your brain, and without any weapons, this totally takes you off guard. She strikes you in the middle of the chest. You take 6 points of damage, and she knocks you off the table. She hits very hard for a Dark Elf. All right, so subtract 6.
6 points.
Yep. All right.
Nightbreeze, read your chat.
Yeah.
Hey, Colin, what's the
Yeah.
plus to hit for your wolf?
+4.
Okay. All right, so Snarl runs at you and lunges at you after you land off on the ground off the table, but he misses. Okay, King Groll. Let's see, what's your AC, Deke? 17?
17.
Okay. He's gonna just hit you.
Defender wins. Or wait, no, whatever we decided.
Yeah. All right. Kroll charges you, roaring like as loud. It's quite intimidating when he charges at you, and swings his Morning Star, connects right with your side. You feel one of your ribs break, and you take 8 points of damage.
I look at him, and I laugh.
All right, subtract the damage. Nightbreeze, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to cast Hail of Thorns.
Okay.
Which is...
Chris just hears like fighting break out. He's like, what the hell? I'd leave for 5 minutes.
And then I get to... these guys are within 5 feet of each other? Right?
Yeah, you're gonna
yes.
hit me.
Yes.
You're gonna hit the wounded dwarf.
Depends on who he hits. If he hits the
If he hits over here, he can hit her.
yep.
Okay.
If he hits her,
I'll go for her because she whacked me.
Okay. Roll it up.
I'm just saying, don't kill the guy we've been spending 6 months looking for, right?
Yeah.
This is the king right here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that's the elf.
Yep.
I'm not seeing any tags on him. What's that?
That's a wounded dwarf.
Can you tell me real
Oh,
quick, Jay?
okay.
Yeah, let me fix the tags. Everyone should be able to see wounded dwarf because I know Deke read it off.
We can see wounded dwarf.
Okay, let me fix
I
the
can see
tag on the
wounded
other
dwarf.
two.
Oh yeah, I see wounded dwarf. It just popped in. That's weird.
Just an FYI, I'm trying to become a better monk, but there's a pretty decent chance if we kill this guy, I'm gonna cut off his head and walk it around the castle and show all the goblins so they run away.
All right, so 17.
+4.
Okay, yep, you're gonna hit. You do 10 piercing, and then he has to save versus.
Actually, he rolled a 21, Jay.
Yeah, well, he's gonna hit. He's fine. So he did. Let's do this. So he did 10 initial points of damage. right? And then he has to roll 15 or better.
On the drow, not the king.
Oh yeah, thank you.
I'm the one on drugs, and you're doing.
I say we'll take out the elf first.
All right, she has to save 15.
Because we don't like girls. If we like girls, we wouldn't play D&D on Friday nights.
All right, so she saved.
Being mean to us.
She rolled a 19. She saved on the
half a D10.
Oh,
So
that's
she
right.
takes
That's right.
One extra.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I always have a hard time finding my D10. There we go.
I just rolled
Are
it.
they within 5 feet
Oh,
of
that's
each other?
So she takes half of that. So we're
Yeah,
gonna we'll round up. So she takes 2 more points of damage. Okay.
Night Breeze, are they within 5 feet of each other?
No.
Nope.
Okay, darn it.
Okay, Nightbreed. Olan, you're up.
Oh wait,
Oh, Flayer.
Flayer's coming in, and he's going to take a swipe at the other wolf.
Okay, roll it up.
Oh, there's another.
Ah!
Okay, 4 piercing damage. Great. Okay. Flayer lunges at King Grohl's wolf, catches it the scruff of his neck, and they start grappling. All right, Olan, move in.
That's the bugbear?
Yep.
Okay, with a free action, I'm casting Spiritual Weapon.
Okay. Let me go grab that because I still have it on the other map.
I can cast it where he's at. I don't have to cast it next to him.
Copy. All right.
Spiritual weapon. Copper, lay down. Lay down,
Yeah, so
buddy.
you want? I'm just gonna
Go
put it.
sleep.
I'm gonna put it right above him for now.
Go sleepy
Okay.
sleep.
Okay.
Good boy.
Here's my roll, plus I get... It's 7 plus this roll, plus a d4, so here we go. So that's 20... Oh wait. 18
Six.
plus 7
For the hit.
for the hit.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you're gonna hit him, and then the
Okay.
damage is 5, right?
5. Yeah.
All right.
Now, with my actual action, guided bolt
Nice.
plus a 4.
Okay. That's gonna hit.
Okay,
So we're gonna do.
11 points of damage.
Yep. All right. Nice. Okay, Callan.
All right, so they didn't go past me. They went back this way, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So
You can tell it's up to your northeast is where you're hearing the motion.
to get to here. I get to about here is before I can get to. So I can't see them yet, can I?
Not really. I mean, if you can, you'll know.
Can you see the wolves?
Let's see. I'm guessing he can see Oscar and Shrump.
Hold on. Make sure, because I was right here, right? Let me measure that.
Yep. Yep, you were right there.
Okay, you press space, right? Click, space.
Now you hold your left key down.
So that's 15, 16, 17, 8. Oh, what am I doing?
20.
Count by 5, Darnell. Count by 5.
7 for 20. And then 20 there. So I can go 10 more feet. So I could actually get to there then. Which still doesn't really give me anything.
Can you see the wolf?
Huh?
Can you see the big giant wolf?
Oh, is that not ours?
Nope.
No.
Oh, yeah, I'll take a
Do
shot.
one
at
of
it.
your
Could,
cantrip
now,
spells.
Chris, the real answer
Huh?
is it could be ours. It's just not yet.
True.
Josh has lost his wolf.
I'm just gonna wait. Well, I guess I could at least go ahead and take a full movement to at least get up to here.
I think we're gonna have to kill it before we can tame it.
Yeah, I think we just got to kill
I
it.
kill it, Chris, man.
I think we
'Cause
should tame it.
Yeah, because I probably can't. Am I able to get? I wouldn't be able to get through the door with them all bunched around here. Would I?
Yes, you could. You can go through Oscar, me, Flare, and Nightbreeze.
Yep.
You can go down behind either Flare or Nightbreeze to get inside the room if you wanted.
But you can't go where King Groll is, and you can't go next to him because it's a giant fire pit.
Right. Okay, so I'm just gonna move in. I should have one more. I should be able to move up to there then. I'm doing nothing but move this round.
All right, Shrump.
Alright, I cast Sexual Frustration, and I release that energy, and I hit the king for 5,000 or 51,147 points of damage.
Isn't that a continual ability for you?
It is. That's why it's been building up. It
I
maxes
almost-
out at 200 hit die.
I almost spit a mouthful of sour brown on my.
I spit 51,147, let's just say something, onto the king. So I understand what you're saying.
Roll
He's
your
been building
damage, you
frustration for a
smartass.
while, and then just lets it blow.
You know,
He's like, I've been saving this just for you.
I've been saving that roll for like 5 minutes. I'm going to channel Fury of
On your
Blows.
I'm sure that Bugbear will enjoy that.
Yeah. It's more fun
The
to
blowing part.
Okay, 1 second here. I gotta look at all the stuff I'm about to do to him.
Yeah, you are.
Alright, I'm going to first attack with my short sword.
Okay. You're not using any key?
No, I am. And I'm
Okay.
casting Flurry of Blows. Does
Okay,
12 hit him?
Nope, that misses.
Alright, and 2 unarmed strikes.
Wait, add your D4.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jay, ignore.
Well, so go ahead. So roll 1d4. We're going to apply the same 1d4 to all of your attacks because it's an attack. All right, you got a 4.
Yes.
Nice.
So
16.
the first, those two are both going to hit then.
Okay, so
Nice.
Yes.
So before I can roll my second unarmed strike, he needs to save versus being knocked prone.
Okay, just a second.
Near, which one are you attacking, Zeke?
King.
The king.
I guess this guy right here, or Chris.
For a second there, I thought you were doing the bugbear.
And Jay, his saving throw is
Yep.
14.
He saves.
Comes a second unarmed strike with a +4,
Yep.
18,
Yep, you're going to hit him,
and he has to be saved versus knocked prone.
and it's 15, you said?
14.
He saves.
Okay. So I hit him 3 times.
Yep. Boom, boom, boom. Mess him up. Okay. Okay.
And I looked
Oscar.
at him and I said, "Your morning star tickled. How's that
Yeah.
feel?"
Oscar,
Get in
you're
there,
up.
Oscar.
Okay, I pull out my crossbow and nail.
No. Go in there with your axe.
There's
Get
no way
behind
you
him.
can get to him.
I can't
Is
get.
there no way?
Because the table's in the way.
Well, no. You can go up over the table. It's. You'd be fine. Let's measure this out. You got 25 points of. Let's see. You go here. That's 15.
And he can go across the wounded dwarf.
Well, I mean, for that matter, you can hit him from the table, Josh. You can just swing at him from right there. Right there, you can swing at him.
Get on
Aim
the
at his
table.
head.
There's a
In that
pole in the
case-
center of the table. And when you swing around it, you make money.
In that case, I go here and cast Searing Smite.
Nice.
Now, I don't understand how I'm not sure how casting spells works. It says concentration up to 1 minute. What does that mean?
So
Can't
it'll
cast
last for a
anything
minute.
else.
You have to
Yeah.
sit there and channel the spell. You can't do anything else.
Well, you can't cast any other spells.
Yeah, well, that's yeah.
Okay, so I can cast the spell, but it's effective right away, and I can use the axe.
Yeah.
Okay.
What
Well,
page
that-
is that on?
Yeah, that depends on if it's a bonus action.
What page is it on, Josh?
274.
All right, let's get the rules committee on it.
274.
You're playing with the best attorneys in D&D ever.
Yeah. Bonus action.
Searing Smite. Oh, it is a bonus action.
So that still
can,
means that still
make a
means
swing.
he gets his regular attack.
Yep. So let me read this real quick. The next time you hit a creature, it's a bonus to his weapon. That's why. So he
Yeah.
casts it, and now his weapon gets a bonus 1d6 of damage.
Awesome.
The fire damage.
Okay, so now roll
And
your
this-
attack,
this-
Josh.
And this
Okay.
bugbear is made out of wood, right? So he gets magic damage.
It's a wood bugbear.
I'm going to leave that open for reference. All right. So,
Like a swing.
Wingman, swing away.
And I just click on the axe, right?
Yep.
Which is...
Yeah, it looks like. And did you maintain it with concentration? Is that right?
Mhm.
Okay, so yeah, as long as you don't
Nice.
cast another
Nice.
Now
spell
roll
or
a
take-
1d6.
you're good.
Roll a 1d6,
1d6.
Josh.
Yep, roll a 1d6.
1d6. I do that with just the dice, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Jeez.
Nice.
That should kill him.
That
Alright.
should kill him. That should kill him.
All right. He drops to the ground.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
And then I
Alright.
lick my axe and I
Jay,
point
can
it
I-
at the dwarf.
Can I call out a free action?
Dwarf with the elf.
Just a second. I have to do something. Just a second. Okay, 1 sec.
Actually, I'm going to send it to Nightbreeze since he's next.
Nice. Let's see. Okay. Let me add this to the board. 1 second. All right, these guys are at a 1.
Did you find a new job, Shell?
No.
Oh.
The
All
one
right.
in San Francisco, they want to hire me, but they hired somebody before I applied, and they're kind of hoping to get fired. So I'm waiting. I got one here in Richmond that's probably going to work out, but I
Oh,
need you guys
okay.
like this weekend to like find 6 places, and we just need to apply.
Yep.
Like I told Jay, as long as I can get out there.
Hold on, you can't move, Olan.
Sorry.
All right, so Olan was standing by the curtain, and right as Grohl drops to the ground, Olan, you take 2 crossbow bolts through the curtain in the back for 14 points of damage.
Ow.
Curtain?
So,
Yeah, that-
to repeat that, Olon took 2 wooden shafts
In
in his
the back.
backside.
Poor
That's
Olaf.
true. All right, now these
How
guys, hold
long
on.
were the wooden shafts? 8 inches? 10?
They were. We'll give them 8. I mean, that's enough, right? Jesus. All right, these guys can move.
You know, I was thinking today, if shafts were related to IQs, none of us would ever get laid because we'd be too intimidating. And that may be
Whatever you
why
say, it's gonna
it's
be.
been a while.
All right, so the commotion did draw some additional goblins and hobgoblins to the fray from the south. All right, let me check these guys. Oh, they do have a longbow. +3 to hit. What's your AC's 17, Tim? Right?
18.
18. Okay, good.
Did they see me through the door, Jay? So they can see me through the door. They can shoot at either one of us, right?
Correct.
Okay. You should roll and see if they go after me or him, right?
Yep, they both rolled above a 3 on a d6, so they're going after Timmy.
I tried to.
Let's see. So one of the hobgoblins is going to miss. The other one hits, and his longbow is d8 plus 1. All right. So Tim, you take another 7 points of damage. So that's 3 arrows in a round that the cleric took in the back.
Yeah.
All right, that brings us to Nightbreeze.
Okay, at the top of my lungs, I yell, "We've killed the king! Throw down your weapons and we'll let you go."
Do an intimidation check. Ooh. Oh, that's
Plus
so
4.
close.
Plus 4. Plus 4.
Yeah, do the plus 4.
Good call.
All right. All right, so I'm going to mark the guys that dropped their weapons. All right, so the 2 hobgoblins behind Tim, they drop their weapons immediately. Tim, you can't see them, but you hear 2 thumps hit the floor from the south of you, so through the curtain.
Mhm.
All right. Now I need to do a roll here. Hold on. Okay, let me see if she's successful at this. Let me check this real quick. Okay. If this die is above a 12, which it is, fuck. Okay. All right. So the dark elf, because she would have had a turn, she would have shared a turn with King Groll. You guys dropped him. She didn't really get an attack. I kind of skipped that. So she's standing right next to the wounded dwarf, runs a dagger right through the side of his throat,
Oh.
and then turns and runs. Let's see, how much can she move per round?
She's going to have to move through all of us.
That's not what she's doing.
There's a door up here.
You'll see. You'll see.
Tim, you can stabilize that guy, right?
Yeah, but I gotta stabilize myself first.
You're
Yeah.
dead. You're fine.
Well, I've got lay of hands and also cure of wounds. But I'd rather save Tim than some unnamed dwarf.
Okay, so the dark elf has she runs her blade through the side of the wounded dwarf's neck. He's bleeding profusely, like the blood is spurting out. She runs to the north side of the room where the bed is, and you see her quickly reach into a box, and she pulls out a piece of parchment. And she can move 10 more feet. She's moving to here.
My
Okay.
turn.
Yep.
So was the intimidation my action?
Yeah.
Okay, so she still has to save 15.
Yeah, and you're not going to be able to intimidate her. She's there. I'm going to tell you right now
She
as
has to
she's
save
moving.
15 on Hail of Thorns.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Thank you. She failed, and it was 10 damage, right?
1d10.
1d10.
10.
Let me.
I rolled it. 10.
Damn. All right, nice. So she did take another 10 points of damage, and I want you guys to note that as she picks up the item out of the chest and turns to run towards the window, she's got a scroll of parchment in her hand, and you can see that she is shape-shifting, and she is no longer a drow. She's a hairless blue creature, naked, genderless, and she's
Oh, I did that genderless right after naked.
she's shrinking in size as she approaches the window.
Uh-oh.
But she still has to wait all of our rounds, so.
Yep, she's not out of the building yet.
Okay. I cast Spare the Dying on the dwarf,
Okay.
so it stops all the blood.
Yep.
My mace moves up 1, 2, 3, right here.
Okay.
Yeah, that works too. And I gotta roll a d20. Hold on.
Hey, Jay, you need to roll a King's Wolf.
Oh, thanks. Hold on, let me do that real fast.
So,
Alright.
uh,
I'll let Tim do his round first. It's fine.
yeah, I've got 20 past 20. Does she have an armor class plus over 20?
No. She's going to take 4 points of damage? Or no, that was
No,
just the
no,
roll.
no. That's just the roll. Hold on. Oh, where is that at?
You guys should say hi to all the people watching because we actually have some people watching. So
How many people we actually have watching? We got like
three people other than me, so I don't know who they are, but hey.
Yay!
All right, so
11 points of damage.
Okay, so that puts her at. There you go. Okay. All right. So let me do the wolf. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 people. He's surrounded. So I'm going to do a D4. So Olan is 1, Oscar's 2, Nightbreeze is 3, Shrump is 4. Attacking Shrump,
Alright, what is it?
the wolf that's left. Alright, so let's roll his attack. Okay, he misses. So the wolf lunges at you, Deke, but you take no damage. Okay, Chris?
Alright.
Kill that woman.
Actually, I'm going to attempt to cast Hold Person on her.
Ooh.
Good call.
She's not a person, she's genderless.
Still a person.
She
Okay,
doesn't have any rights.
So Chris, can you tell me where Hold Person is in the what page it's on? Because this is important.
251. They have to make a Wisdom saving throw or be paralyzed.
But if she's considered a monster, it won't work.
It says choose a humanoid.
She still could be a monster.
Well, I'm saying it says choose a humanoid that you can see within range.
Yep. So you're gonna try?
Yeah.
Okay. It has no effect. She's considered a monstrosity.
So what?
She's considered a monstrosity.
She's a doppelganger.
Yep.
Yeah, bugbears are humanoids, goblins are humanoids, doppelgangers are monstrosities.
Oh.
Okay, do you want to
Live
move?
and we learn.
Do you want to move any, Chris, or do you want to just stay there?
Now I'll stay where I'm at.
Okay. Shrump.
Kill her. Kill her. Deke?
Is he frozen?
Did Deke die?
No,
Oh,
right
okay.
here. Alright, I still have half my movement left. I channel Flurry of Blows.
Okay.
I attack with
Inch
my
grapple?
short sword first.
Okay.
With a +4.
You're gonna hit.
I know, but still. So 24.
Okay. I subtracted that damage. She takes a sword to the side as she's trying to slip through the arrow portal thingy.
Did I hit her with a 12?
Nope, that's a miss.
Come on, hit.
Roll another
Oh.
D4.
Somebody's dying.
Is the cat in
Roll
somebody's
D4,
house or in the
14.
game?
14.
That's
All right,
nice.
that hits.
And instead of knocking her prone, I'm going to knock her 15 feet away from the window.
That's gonna be hard to do how you're positioned.
I'm going to
Can you
use a
grab the bear
roundhouse
rug?
kick. I'm going to use a kick to knock her this way. So I'm going to use my leg to knock her that way. Because it's an unarmed strike.
That's true. That's true. Okay, I'll let you do it. Though, do we roll for how far she goes, or is it 15 feet?
It's a strength check, and if she fails it, which is a 14, she goes 15 feet, otherwise nothing happens.
Okay.
Fail,
Or-
fail,
yeah,
fail.
14.
Oh!
I see a 7.
That was a 17. She took a nice roundhouse to the face. Oscar, you need to kill her.
You gotta kill her, bro.
You need to kill her right now.
Maybe the goblins will help us.
So I'm gonna
He can go where my hammer's at.
I've got a crossbow.
No, use
No,
your
no,
same
hit her with your axe right
Yeah,
there.
because you get a plus. You get a plus
You
to
still get the
D6.
D6.
Yeah, you're better with your axe. Just
Go all
close
the
the
way up.
distance and hit
Oh,
her.
that's right. I can go up
All the
and
way up and hit her.
I'm gonna hit you, lady. Okay,
Do it.
So
Do it.
where's it at? There it is.
Crit, man. You need crit.
Ooh, that's a hit. Ooh.
And then roll a D6. Roll a D6.
Roll D6. Roll D6.
Not a D8.
Awesome.
Not a D8.
Oh, sorry.
Cheater. Still
working.
good.
Okay.
All right. She drops with a hiss and is silent.
Oh, yes. That's awesome.
Yes.
That's a huzzah right there.
What about the
Huzzah.
wolf?
All right. The scroll of parchment falls from her hand and rolls at your feet.
Ooh, I want it. Oh.
Or Josh. I'll say Josh since Josh did the killing blow.
I'll take the parchments because, you know, my guys really like
Is
parchments.
the wolf still standing?
Oh yeah, the wolf is still standing.
We're not
And
at a count back.
yeah,
Blair
we're not
never
at-
got his attack.
I keep forgetting him because I see one wolf there and I'm just used to there always being flayers. So
Should we see if we can tame it so we can have like 5 wolves and then by the end of this campaign have like 30?
you jerk.
You
No.
want to feed it? You
I
feed it.
cast animal friendship on it.
Don't we need Matt for that, though? He's the animal.
No,
guy.
you got a
no,
druid
the
now.
ranger is the animal.
No.
Chris can
Oh.
cast animal friendship though.
Yeah, I don't have that spell on me right now. I'd have to wait until I can rest.
I don't
Yeah,
know if we
you
can hold it
cast
down
I
till
can
then.
tame it.
Yeah, we can. We kill it. I cast Spare the Dying on it. We tie it up.
PETA will
Kill
love
the
us.
wolf.
What's that, Deke?
PETA will love us.
All right, he lunges at Olan. Olan takes 8 points of damage. Olan is at 1 hit point.
Oh, damn.
Night
I
Breeze.
was going to try to cure Olan and then use the
Well,
crossbow.
you did the right thing by letting him die.
You stopped her from getting out of the door. You guys have a whole round to deal with the wolf. Like,
Yeah, we can take care
I'm
of this.
worried about Olan only having 1 point.
he'll be
You're
all right.
fine.
It's alright. I'm fine. I'm fine. Don't worry about
I'll
it.
shoot at the wolf.
Right,
Don't you
that's
have
a
like
hit.
a point blank advantage or something?
I don't think so.
Oh,
Actually,
Flare's next to
disadvantage.
you. You get an advantage on attacks.
Yeah.
Only if you put him on help. But
Yeah, but Flayer's going to take a swipe too.
ooh, yes, he is. All right,
Dogfight.
two solid hits.
I feel like we should be in the NFL.
All right, Olan, you're up.
Finish him.
Now, do I get an advantage? He's flank.
Yeah, I'll give you advantage. That's fine. Because he attacked you, but then Flayer is basically kind of brawling with him, so his back's to you.
I get a plus 4 to that without help.
Yeah, do a +4.
Hey, wait. Nightbreeze didn't roll his +4 to his longbow attack. He would have.
He didn't need it though. He
I
didn't need
hit
it.
him anyway.
Nightbreeze rolls in with like a 23 every time he attacks. All right,
too
you
weak.
miss. You miss. Yeah, you're like, I need a sandwich. All right, Chris.
Oh, I forgot you can zoom in on this.
Charm. Do something.
So, Chris, you said you don't have that spell with you?
No, I don't have it prepared. All right, so got the wolf. How wounded is it?
He is at.
Like 2 hits.
He's like-
something like that.
He's only got like 5 hit points left.
All right, I'll go ahead and take a shot at with produce flame.
That spell is cursed, Chris.
Yeah. I can't roll
Get
good
rid of
with
it,
that
man.
to save my life.
It's a cantrip. All right, Shrimp, kill this thing.
Alright, I guess I'll just friggin' save the day.
Did we save the wounded dwarf?
He's stabilized.
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
I'm gonna use my last key to do
Yep.
Flurry of Blows.
Okay. Oh, nice.
Oh, I'll just roll 1d4 for all of these.
Yeah, that's fine.
Wonder what would have happened if
They,
that.
they all hit anyway.
Yeah.
Now, he
All
needs to roll for being knocked prone and then knocked across the room. I'm pretty sure he's dead, right? Because that's what happens.
Yeah. And he failed. So are you knocking him across the room?
I knock him prone first, and then I kick him against the wall across the room.
All right. You did enough damage that he's dead outright. Like
That's
you're not.
not what I said. I knock him prone, then I kick him across the room.
No, I know. I heard you. Okay, hold on. You knock him prone, and then you kick him into the wall.
Yay!
All right. Well done, guys.
You didn't
All
know
right.
when you were impressed.
I'm gonna
Besides
take.
goblins blocking our route out of here.
Yeah, so
probably.
those goblins, are they cool now, or?
Let's grab the king. I'm gonna grab the
The
king
ones that could hear us.
and put him in front of me, and I'm gonna walk out of this room.
Wait,
doing-
before
you're
we
doing-
I
leave,
wanna go help
sorry?
the dwarf. And
Look, guys.
also,
You guys stay in here and heal up. I got a plan that me and the hobgoblin came up with. So search
Hey,
for
Oscar,
treasure
hold
in
on.
here.
Hold on, Oscar. Before
Okay.
you do that, Jay, I channel my divinity.
Yep.
He returns 15 points of health.
Okay. And is it a roll or is it just straight up 15?
Straight up 15.
Are you
Kind of
doing
like lay
that?
on hands.
You doing that to
Yeah,
yourself?
No, to the dwarf.
Okay, 15 points.
Mhm.
Okay, he is at
Ooh,
full health.
oh hell.
Okay.
Okay, he blinks his eyes. He looks up and he says, "Where am I?"
Can I use my knowledge to see what kind of dwarf it is?
You can tell he's a mountain dwarf.
Oh, okay.
And he's
It's the dwarf
dressed.
that hired us.
Yep, it's the dwarf that hired you guys.
Oh, duh.
Yeah, it takes him a second to actually realize who you guys are, because at first he doesn't even know where he is, and then he quickly recognizes you, and he says, "Oh my God, where am I? How did you guys get here?"
Well, it's a long
We
story.
came for you. Don't worry about it. We've come to rescue you.
And then he quickly says, "The map! Where's the map?"
Does
We've
Dora
got
the
it, don't worry.
Explorer appear and pull it out of her backpack?
What, Deke?
Does Dora the Explorer appear and pull it out of her backpack? The map! The map! Where is the map?
I'm so glad I don't have to work on any Dora the Explorer games ever again. Okay. So
Oscar, you have the map, don't
yeah,
you?
Oscar's got the map. So you want to give it back to him?
Yeah.
All right, excellent. So hold on, let me do a little bit of quick reading. Deke, you had a plan. Why don't you explain to everyone what your plan is?
All right, I'm taking King Glog or whatever his name is out of here, and I'm gonna walk through the entire castle and speak in Orc to everybody that me and the Hobgoblin have decided to overthrow this, and they can leave and flee the castle, or they can face the consequences of me and my Hobgoblin army, which are attacking the castle at the current moment.
I said
So
just take
just
his
let
head
me
off.
clear
More
the
intimidating.
castle. Let me clear the castle of bad guys, and then we can search the entire thing for treasure.
Is that going to take 10 minutes, Jay?
Possibly, if you need to take a break.
Okay, hold on. So while he's doing that, I'm casting this.
All right, Jay. So I'm gonna carry the body around and just go from room to room, And I'm also going to keep an eye out for those tripwires that Chris told me about.
Okay, hold on. Up to 6 creatures of your choice that you can see within range regain hit points equal to. Do they each regain that, or is it?
Yep.
Okay.
That's everybody in the room that
Okay.
stayed in the room besides Deke gets that if they've been hit.
Okay.
Nice.
So
Of my
guys,
choosing.
you all get 16 hit points back. All right, Deke.
But not me, right?
Not you because
Right.
you weren't in the room.
And I have a broken rib.
Okay, so Deke, I'm gonna put you right here. You moved through the curtain. Okay, you've got Grohl's body on you. Okay.
Okay.
Hold on just a second. I gotta move some stuff.
You can work on them. I'm just going to walk from room to room, and I'm also going to keep an eye out for the tripwires and stuff like that Chris mentioned.
Hold on, I want to give you guys some experience for that.
I didn't realize you can cast spells in the computer game. That's cool.
Yeah,
All right,
you
you
just gotta
guys-
type them in. We can
You
help
guys
do
each
that.
get 190 experience. So note that down.
At 190.
Yep. So Deke, let's do this quickly. So so what I'm going to have you do is you just do your round of movement, do your perception checks / stealth checks as you go. We'll do it one round at a time. I'll describe to you what you see as you go. And we'll make this fast so the rest of you guys aren't just sitting there waiting. Okay, stealth is fine. All right, make your move.
Carrying the body.
You
Yep.
want me to go with you?
You can. Actually, don't, because I'm a half-orc. It'll be more believable if you don't.
Okay. Perception. Okay. So Deke, you can hear.
There's nothing in this room.
You can. Yeah. That's where some of the orcs were earlier. Okay. So here, let me move the. Damn it. They need a faster way to change to dynamic lighting layer so I can move shit. All right. Now you can see through that doorway.
Okay.
All right. So. All right. Moving again. Okay. Okay, move it up. Whichever
I'm
way
not
you're
really
going.
trying to be too stealthy. You know?
No, yeah, well, yeah, I guess that's true. If you're just gonna brazenly walk through, skip the stealth checks and just do your perception checks. So you've got an iron door to your west.
Okay.
You want to go through that door?
Sure.
This one is actually in pretty decent shape because it's been, it's further into the interior and it's not as ragged. So let me move that one.
Ignore their performance.
No,
Okay.
you're
And
dancing with
I rolled a 20 on
You're
the other
dancing
ones.
with me, wrong.
All right. Are you going with him, Oscar?
I'm just walking around. Sorry.
All right. Just a sec. I gotta roll a check in this room.
I'll go back.
8.
I rolled an 18.
Was your perception? Okay, that's great. Just one second. I need to see what the number is. You actually have to
And
find.
again, I don't see any doors, so if there's a door like right here, I don't see it.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was that?
If there's a door right here, I'd move through the door. I'm trying to flush this place out of goblins and stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no worries, no worries. All right, so Deke, you walk through this room, and right at the last second, you kind of, how sometimes you get that sixth sense, like, what the? Did I hear something? This large, sluggish, wormish-looking thing drops from the ceiling right behind you. Okay.
Do I know what it is?
Goblin.
Yeah, by the way,
you
there's
can-
one of those things.
You can do a wisdom check, Deke, to see if you know what it is. This is a grit. It's a grit, Deke. It's a grit. All right, I'll read it to you.
Maybe one of us should go out there with them.
Well, you guys don't
We
know.
don't even know.
Yeah, because I was
yeah.
trying to flush these guys out so we didn't have to kill them.
We
Give
didn't
me
think
just
that
a
might
second.
be more than just goblins out
You
there.
guys,
though.
should
guys-
you guys need to be
depending-
searching for treasure.
Depending on what this guy does, you might hear what happens. Okay, here we go.
Screaming like a little bitch.
Okay, so Deke, a worm-like Grick typically waits unseen, blending in with the rocks of caves, caverns, and ruins it haunts. Only when prey comes close does it rear up, its four barbed tentacles unfurling to reveal its hungry, snapping beak. They're passive predators. They rarely hunt. Instead, they drag their rubbery bodies to places where creatures pass regularly, lurking out of sight amid rocky rubble and debris, squeezing into burrows, holes, and crevices, climbing up on ledges, and coiling around stalactites to drop on unwary prey. So they're roving ambushers, basically. All right, so give me
Was I
one
caught
second.
off guard, or was I caught
Where
with my
your perception
perception?
wasn't what he rolled a 20 on his stealth.
Okay.
All right, so let me do this. All right, so he's going to have advantage on his attack.
Maybe we should just split up and kill all the goblins. I don't care. This might have been a bad idea.
All right. So you
Should have just
actually
waited 10 minutes and then we head out.
I know, but I was trying to get them all out of the castle so we could just search for loot, you know?
All right, so he's going to do he has advantage on his attack. So first roll was terrible.
Story, have we?
Crit is bonus double damage. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. Deke, please don't die. Don't like have that amazing moment and then die.
Can he yell for us?
Yeah, just a second.
I can scream like a little girl. It's really amazing.
So that was
I'm gonna go caw caw because I know I can do that really well.
Jesus Christ. Oh, that's not good. Okay, so how many hit points do you currently have, Deke?
And I was trying to be a chaotic good and get him out of the damn 18.
You have 18?
Yes.
Okay. You guys
Now, here's the thing, Jay. How many points of damage did I take?
23.
Okay, I'm back to 1 because I have relentless endurance.
I'm so glad you have that.
Run?
And then I scream, "Oh my God, help! It's a pedophile!"
Okay.
So you guys hear
Running?
Deke walks off. He's carrying the body of Grohl, and you hear his footsteps fade into the darkness, and then you hear this horrid like shriek, and then you hear Deke go, "Oh no!"
So,
I'm gonna attack.
do we all run at once, or do we have to
Deke
take
has to attack first, and then we'll move in, and we'll do a new initiative after Deke fights back.
Oh, okay.
Run!
I am gonna run. I'm gonna hit him, then I'm gonna fucking run. 20 J on attack.
Yep. Okay, you're definitely gonna hit, and your damage was 7. Okay, let me subtract that one. Okay. Unarmed strike 15.
Hold on, roll D4.
We'll just do the same D4. It's fine. You hit him.
Okay.
The thing is, you're probably going to do enough damage. You might be okay on your own.